Good morning, everybody. Wanted to come to you guys today and offer you a 20-minute hip opener hamstring release yoga practice. I hope you enjoy this practice. So I'd like you to sit cross-legged with me just for a few moments and just settle into your breath. Try to create a comfortable, stable seat with your spine, allowing your sit bones to root back into the ground and your crown of your head to rise up higher to the ceiling. Take your hand, put it over your heart. Take your left hand, put it on your belly, and just start to breathe in through your nose. And then open your mouth and exhale. One more big, deep inhale in, filling up the body, straightening the spine. And then exhale out, release. Slowly take the hands down, walk the hands slowly in front of you, releasing tension, starting off with the hips, the neck, and then slowly walk the hands over to the right side, stretching into the left side body. And then slowly walk the hands over to the left side. You should feel the stretch in the right glute, the right hip. And then slowly walk the hands back to the center. Tippy-toe the hands out a little bit further. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release down. Shake the head side to side. Slowly press the hands back. Roll the shoulders back. Gently turn over on your back and roll back onto your back. Start to make just some slow circles with your knees to the right. Starting to release tension in the hip flexors, the glutes, flex your feet, point your toes, hug in, make the ankles in a big circle to the right, and then to the left. And then hug the knees in, bring both knees gently over to the right side. Place your right hand on top, put your left arm in a goalpost position, and gently rest here, 3 breaths. Inhale in, allow your eyelids to soften. Exhale out, relax your jaw. Inhale in, exhale out. One more breath, allow that left shoulder blade to relax. Allow your body just to sink in a little bit deeper to the mat, and then slowly take the knees back into the chest. Circles to the ceiling to the left, so switch the direction of the circles. Make sure your low back is pressing into the mat the whole time. Try to deepen the circles, and then circles with the ankles, maybe to the right and to the left. Hug them in. Gently place the knees on the left side. Take the left hand on top. The right arm comes into that goalpost position. And 3 breaths here. Soften the eyelids. Soften the jaw. Try to be present right here on your mat. One more breath. Inhale. Peace. And then exhale, release. Let go. Good. Take the knees gently back into the chest. Split the knees out wide, starting to open up through the hips and the groin. You can grab on to your pinky toes. You can grab onto your ankles, your shins, or your knees, whatever feels better, but try to keep those heels together here. 3 breaths in reclined butterfly. Inhale. Big exhale. Allow the knees to open, allow the hips to soften. Maybe you've just done a workout and you really need to get a release and a stretch in your hips. Last breath, inhale, feel your belly rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, hug the knees in, straighten the legs up to the ceiling and gently just massage the calves, the hamstrings, all the way into the insertion of the glutes. Hug the knees back in, and then gently rock forward, rock back, and rock all the way up. And circle the feet around and come to all fours on your mat. So we started off releasing tension in the low back. We're going to continue that with cat-cow. I want you to exhale, arch, chin up, chest up, turn the elbow creases forward. Inhale, round, tuck the hips. Exhale, arch, chin up, chest up. Inhale, round. One more time. Big exhale, arch, exaggerate this movement. Inhale, round. Sit back into child's pose. So hips reach closer to the heels. Move the hips left and right. Work to get the forehead a little closer down to the ground. And then settle in right here. One big deep inhale in as you just release any worries, any stress, anxiety, leave it on the mat. Slowly walk the hands back underneath you. I want you to take your right leg, circle it around. We said we were opening up the hips, the hamstrings, point and flex. If you have blocks or anything that you want to hold yourself up with, you can. Now hold in this half split position here. Drop the head down. You can move the hands back. Now walk the hands over to the right side. Reach the hands off the mat. Flex the right foot. Inhale. Big exhale. Walk the hands back to the center. Maybe give it one more stretch of the hamstring. Push forward into your low lunge position. Bring both hands into the inside and then inch the right foot over to the side. Open up the hip. Maybe take the right hand and just gently press out to open the hip. You're doing a great job. Inhale, take tension out of the neck. Exhale. Option here to keep that foot open and to drop down a little bit deeper. You can take the left leg, scoot it back an inch to really open up in the left hip flexor and the right hip. Inhale. Big exhale. Shake the head. Maybe move the hips left and right and then come back up. Inch the foot back over. Just press into that right glute and then pull back. Press forward and then pull back. Great stretch of the hamstrings. Circle the leg back around. I want you to take the knees out to the edges of the mat and sit back in your wide knee child's pose. Really working to open up through the groin. Good. Inner thighs stretch and release. Forehead drops down. Maybe you inch your fingertips out further to the edge of the mat. One inhale in. One exhale. Slowly walk the hands back for me. Let's do 2 rounds of cat-cow. Arch the back, chin up. Inhale, round, tuck the hips. Really getting a stretch in the low back. And again, arch. And lift. Now, left leg circles around right here. You flex that left foot. Flex it. Pull those big toes back. Point and flex. Doing some active recovery work here, not holding any of the postures too long, wanting to create some blood flow into the hips, into the hamstrings so that we can release the tension and let go of the lactic acid. Okay, walk the hands to the left side, sink into the left hip flexor and hamstring. Flex the left toes, that means pull the left toes back. Inhale. Big reach around, big exhale. Slowly walk the hands back to the center. Come forward for me into that low lunge, push into the hips. And then inch the left foot over to the left side. Come to the knife edge side of that left pinky toe. So that means to pull the big toes up off the mat. Let's take our right foot, inch it back. And maybe take the left hand to open up in the left hip. And then slowly, you can stay here. You can place your foot straight or keep the big toes lifted. But drop down into this deep hip opener. Inhale. Relax your jaw. Anything that you need to release right here, shake the head no. Peace over pain. Breathe that in. Inhale. Big exhale. Faith over fear. Slowly walk the hands back, press forward into the hip, then inch that left foot back over. Let's go forward and pull back. And now press forward one more time. And back and forward. Circle the leg around for me. Come back to one more wide knee child's pose right here. If frog position would feel good to you, that means your child's pose, you take the hips up a little higher, over, let the knees splay out a little wider, and allow the hips to drop in. If that's too much for you to bring your arms out in front, be okay with allowing the hands, the elbows to come right underneath your shoulders. You want to allow the hips to let go here. We tend to hold a lot of tension in our hips. A lot of worry. So exhale and release. One more breath. Inhale in. Exhale, let go. Walk the hands back for me. Take the knees in. And then let's circle the legs back around. One big deep inhale. Circle the arms up. Flex the feet. Big deep reach over. Stretch through the hamstrings. Inhale. Circle the arms up. Exhale. Reach the arms down. And then one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way back down on your mat. Good. Take both feet up. Knees come up to the ceiling. Scoop the hips down an inch. Good. Now take your right foot, cross it over the left knee. Flex your right foot. Take your right hand and press out to open the right knee. And then lift the left foot off the mat. Reach the shoulders up. And come through to thread the needle stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Good. If you want more of a stretch, bend the left foot, reach up and through, and maybe to the top of the knee or the shin. Inhale. Exhale. It's okay to readjust the right foot if you feel like it's falling off. Maybe you're here and you take the right elbow and you rock a little bit into that right glute. Keep your left and right feet flexed. You'll feel how that deepens the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly take that left foot down. Extend the left foot. Bend that right knee. Straighten it up. And then bend and straighten. And then hug the right knee in, bring it up into the chest and over, let it fall. Make two big arm circles with your right arm. And then place the right arm in a diagonal line, getting a deeper chest and shoulder opener. Inhale. If you wanted to stretch your IT band a little bit more, you could straighten your right leg. One more breath here. Release the tension in the low back. Exhale. You're doing a great job. Slowly take the knee back into the chest. Roll the knee over to the right side. Bring it back to the center. Roll it to the right side and to the center. Really working to open up the hip. Gently place it down. Bring both knees back up. Cross the left ankle over the right. Flex that foot, take the left hand, open the left hip, and then gently lift the shoulders off the mat, reach through. Are both feet flexed? Work to flex both feet. Inhale. Maybe you bend the elbows a little bit and straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the peace. Exhale, release. Straighten the leg. Maybe you reach through to the shin. Getting that deeper stretch, but give me one more big breath here. Inhale. Whew. Exhale, release that tension in the glute. Yes. Drop that right foot down, all the way down. Left knee hugs in, flex the left foot. Now straighten the left leg, and then bend it, and then straighten, and then bend. And then hug it in, up and over to the right side. 2 big arm circles with your left arm, opening up the chest. And then a diagonal line from your thumb to your shoulder, to your left knee, and sink in. Take your gaze to your left thumb. Relax your jaw. Inhale in. Exhale, release. As you release, feel the body let go. Let it relax. One more inhale in. One exhale, slowly take the knee into the chest. Bring it over to the left side, opening up through the hip, and then bring it back, and then bring it left, and then bring it center. And then bring the feet up to the ceiling. Good. Split the legs out wide. Wrap the hands around the pinky toes. Use the elbows to press out to open up the knees and rock left and right. And come into one of my favorite hip and glute openers, happy baby. Inhale. Exhale. Be proud of yourself for doing this, releasing tension in the hips, the glutes, hamstrings, yoga flow. One more breath in. One exhale. Take the knees into the chest. If anything else would feel good to you, do that now. And then hug the knees in. And rest on your mat for just a few breaths here in Shavasana. Taking deep rest. Allowing your breath to flow naturally. Inhaling in peace. Exhaling out any pain. Take Shavasana as long as you like. I'm going to have everyone that needs to at this time to take the knees in, roll over to the right side, feeling stable, supported, present in your own body. Slowly sit all the way back up for me. Keep me back on your mat in that seated position. Head is down, eyes are closed. You can take your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing this time with me. May you be blessed by God's peace and transformed by His great love for you. One big, deep inhale in. And then one big, deep exhale. Great job. I hope you'll do this practice almost every day.